Welcome to another episode of PSLE Science Made Simple. I'm Chen Hong and I'm a PSLE Science Specialist here in the Pique Lab. In this video, I'll be analysing a past year examination question on the topic of Web of Life. I've also prepared this question for you to download for free by clicking a link in the description box below. So, let's get started. Question 11. Which of the following organisms break down dead matter into simpler substances? In the topic of Web of Life, what is that process that breaks dead matter down into simpler substances? That process is called decomposition, and I will use the letter D as a short form for decomposition. What do we call the organisms that carry out decomposition? They are called decomposers. And what group of organisms are classified under decomposers? Fungi and bacteria are classified under decomposers. And in this question, if we were to choose organisms that are fungi and bacteria, we can already see in the 5 organisms below that one of them is bacteria, which is organism D. So let us put a tick there. Now, how about fungi? There are so many types of fungi, so how do we identify them? The most common one that we see in our syllabus will be an organism that looks like a mushroom. Can you tell me which of these organisms, A, B, C, or E, looks like a mushroom? That would be toadstool. And where do we usually find toadstools? You can find toadstools under trees, but please remember that toadstools cannot be eaten because they are poisonous, unlike the mushrooms that we usually see in the supermarket. Now, how about ferns and moss? How do we classify them? What color are the ferns and moss usually in? Ferns and moss are usually green in color, and in your syllabus, we know that organisms that are generally green in color are classified as plants. And since they are both neither fungi nor bacteria, we should not even consider them in our answers. Lastly, which group of organism does the earthworm belong to? We classify earthworms under animals. Since earthworms are neither fungi nor bacteria, is it a decomposer? Earthworms are not decomposers, as decomposers must be organisms that are fungi or bacteria. So why is it that when we see a question on decomposition, we see that earthworms are commonly brought up? Actually, earthworms also participate in the process of decomposition, but they do not carry out decomposition. We call the earthworms an agent of decomposition, which also means helper of decomposition. So how earthworms help with decomposition is that they feed on dead matter and pass them out as waste, which breaks the dead matter into smaller pieces for the fungi, which is the toadstool in this question, and the bacteria to break the dead matter down into simpler substances faster. And the concept being tested here is about surface area. When you have a whole piece of dead matter, the only surface that the decomposers can act on will be the outer surface that I have highlighted in red. But if the dead matter is broken into smaller pieces, the decomposers can not only act on the outer surface highlighted in red, they can also act on the inner surface highlighted in blue. And this shows us that dead matter broken into smaller pieces have an increased surface area for decomposers to act on, resulting in a faster rate of decomposition. In summary, earthworms are agents of decomposition, and agents of decomposition do not carry out decomposition. So can they be classified as decomposers? No, they are not decomposers, so we can cross E out. Now let us choose our answer. We have to find the fungi and bacteria, which we have already identified that they are toadstool and bacteria, which are organisms C and D, giving us our correct answer to be option number 2. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you found this video useful, do give us a thumbs up. If you would like to check out more videos by us, do click on the links on the right hand side. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!